Hello, and welcome to KMVC News. I'm Alonzo Williams. Missouri Valley College enrollment numbers took an unexpected turn this year, as KMVC Crystal Adams reports.
Missouri Valley College enrollment numbers may not be as high as last year's, but this year's incoming class stands out in another way.
Enrollment's down just a little bit, but not a significant amount that troubles us a lot. Last year was the biggest class we've had, biggest enrollment we've had in ever, I think. And so we didn't hit that mark again.
Although this year's incoming class was not the biggest, it is the most widely diverse. There are students enrolled from all over the world.
It is tremendously diverse. We are the most diverse campus of anybody in our conference, any school in our conference. You can hear almost any kind of language you want as you're walking out.
International students also feel welcome on campus.
My English is not good, as you can see, but everyone just understand and teach me English when I'm stuck.
Diversity on campus is expected to keep growing within the next few years.
I think the trend is going to continue. I think we'll have good enrollment. I think we'll have good diversity. And I really don't expect any change in that.
Increasing diversity on campus may make for increasing enrollment numbers for next year. Crystal Adams, KMVC News.
45 states and 49 countries are represented in more than 1,400 students of Missouri Valley's student body. All college students have their fair share of trials and problems. Some students have a little more than others. For many of these students, Missouri Valley College helped in ways that they thought would never, for a school could, as KMVC's Chardonnay Parker reports.
No student ever wants to hear that the place where they believe they would excel in sports and get a degree would be closing. On April 7, 2017, all the student athletes at Wentworth Military Academy and College in Lexington, Missouri, were called into the gym and informed by their coaches that the school would be closing at the end of the semester. Erin Kelly, a dual sport athlete, turned to Missouri Valley in her time of need. Kelly, playing basketball and volleyball, turned to her coaches to see what would and could be her next move.
I already knew it was going to be bad news. But when we found out that the school was closing, I was hurt. All I could do was cry. So now I'm just so excited to finally be closing my collegiate chapter.
Kelly worked and continued to be a dual sport athlete at Missouri Valley College. She adds, this is where her family is. That is how she knows this is the place for her.
I'm forever grateful for Wentworth and Missouri Valley College.
Chardonnay Parker, KMVC News.
Valley opened its doors and home to Kelly, and now she plans to graduate in May 2020 as an education major. She is playing her final season of basketball and volleyball. Kelly says she is thankful for everyone else who allowed her to continue her athletic and academic career. A mini-career took place in the Malcolm Center on September 19th to give students a chance to explore different career options within armed forces and law. KMVC Anna Babiak reports on the fair as it gives all about serving.
The Marine Corps, Missouri Army National Guard, Missouri State Highway Patrol, and Prosecuting Attorney of Saline County set up information and recruiting stations for students to gain insight on their organizations.
Missouri State Highway Patrol is a very diverse agency with a lot of different opportunities. It's a unique job where you have a lot of freedom. You get to experience a lot of different things.
These 4 areas of public service are not only within the community, but they also provide a chance for self-development.
Anybody that has that interest in serving the community or public service, this is a really good field. It's very rewarding, but not a whole lot of people do that, so it's always nice to get some more exposure and find people that are interested in not necessarily specifically the practice of law, but public service, or even the prosecuting attorney's office. So
they encourage students to consider joining their organizations for various reasons, some being the benefits for the individual and the impact they have on those around them. Anna Babiak, KMVC News.
After the generational devastation in the Bahamas by Hurricane Dorian, many Bahamians are homeless and having lost everything. KMVC's Ruya Sakamoto reports Missouri Valley College Honors Program is starting a hurricane relief project to support Bahamas through donations.
The United Nations estimates over 60,000 people are in need of food, clean drinking water, and shelter. Missouri Valley College student Lauren Dixon is from Bahamas, and she takes the lead of hurricane relief.
Well, I took action right away. One of my professors, my international student advisor, she contacted me that weekend, and she asked if my family was okay. And I told her the situation at hand, and I thought about it some more, and I was like, I can make an initiative about this. So I then spoke to Claire Schmidt and Melina Seamick, and I sent an email saying how I would like to help my country throughout this difficult time and efforts in trying to bring across hurricane relief here on campus, where items can be donated on campus and then later shipped to the Bahamas.
Honors program starts hurricane relief to help the Bahamas by giving general necessities for their immediate needs.
We're collecting supplies. I've got a couple boxes full here, and I think other offices on campus have already collected a lot of supplies. There's going to be a time when we'll all get together and package everything up, put it in boxes, and then take it all to the post office. And I think we'll probably send it to a site in Florida, and this site in Florida then takes stuff to the Bahamas.
Hurricane relief also accepts the cash donation to pay the postage to mail supplies. Ryo Sakamoto, KMVC News.
In order to send supplies quickly, the Hurricane Relief Fund wants to have most of the donations in by October 6th, but more donations are welcome after that. The Missouri Valley College men's soccer team opened its conference season as the #1 in the NAIA team in the nation. And the Vikings began the Heart of America conference play against the team they played to end the last season. Last season, the men's soccer team advanced all the way to the NAIA Division I championship. They unfortunately came short to Central Methodist University. However, the men will have the chance to have another shot at them with their first conference game against CMU, while also being ranked at the top of the country. Head coach Vladimir Simic plans to look past the rankings and look at the bigger picture.
No pressure. Rankings means for the end of the year, but at this point, not much, so no pressure at all. We open the conference tomorrow, so just playing game at a time. That's our goal.
Alex Cordon and Sergio Garcia both feel confident on what their team brings to the table this year and believe the match will go very well.
But once you step on the field, you forget about it, and you just want to win the game. And I think that our team is prepared to beat anyone.
I'm gonna go there and play another game because this team is gonna make something big this year. But the team that we are gonna play is gonna be one of the toughest games we have this year. So we can't wait to be there.
Missouri Valley dropped its match against Central Methodist 5-2, but even its conference mark with a 3-2 overtime win on Saturday against Mid-America Nazarene. The Vikings host Baker on the 24th, and that game is available on the Viking Sports Network on ValleyWillRoll.com. Hamilton has arrived on Missouri Valley's college campus. No, it's not a musical. It's the Mural Library exhibit as part of the Constitution Week, and KMVC's Scott Beasley reports on all parts of displaying on how Hamilton helped shape the future of the United States.
Missouri Valley College has opened up a new exhibit here in the Mural Library. It's open to students in the community. It's the first ever Hamilton exhibit here on Missouri Valley College campus.
This is the first exhibit that is like this, a traveling exhibit that sort of features panels about Hamilton. That's exactly right. Normally I don't speak in connection with something else. I speak as a professor to a single audience invited, and that kind of structure.
Every year we have to think about something different to do. We want to do something we didn't do last year. We found out that this exhibit on Alexander Hamilton was available. Over this time period when we are celebrating the birthday of the Constitution, that the Alexander Hamilton exhibit was available, this seemed like a perfect tie-in to the Constitution and to Constitution Day.
Carson said that having this exhibit on campus is good for the new students and the old students to learn about Alexander Hamilton and the constitutional rights. The Hamilton exhibit will be held at the Mural Library until the end of October, where they will have a guest speaker once a week. Scott Beasley, KMVC News.
That's KMVC News for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Alonzo Williams.